Vacheron Constantin Patrimony Tourbillon watch. This watch has a size of 42 mm. The watch is made of a stainless steel case, with a leather strap. Of course, this one in my hand, is a version from the Guangzhou market. The version in the Guangzhou market is made of a stainless steel case, but in fact, the original version, this watch, its case, is made of platinum, a precious metal, is made of platinum. This heritage watch is a tourbillon watch. We can see that, on the dial of the watch. Doesn't have a second hand. A tourbillon watch do not have a second hand. The constantly rotating flywheel is equivalent to a second-hand indication. We can see from the video that this watch, the tourbillon, the entire rotation is very beautiful, and the structure is very complex, and this flywheel is a real tourbillon. Not a cheap fake tourbillon. The entire flywheel is rotating, and above the 62 o'clock position and 12 o'clock position is set with a kinetic energy display function. We can see that there is a 14-day logo here. This tourbillon watch, its original version has a 14-day power reserve, but in fact, the version in the Guangzhou market can't achieve it. The version in the Guangzhou market, its power reserve has a maximum of 3 days of kinetic energy, but its indicator needle is still designed to indicate 14 days. But in fact, it will move a few grids every day. We manually, because this watch is a manual winding watch. When we wind it manually, turning the crown, the pointer of the kinetic energy storage needle will move upward, generally speaking, when we wind it manually, to about this position. Don't wind it all the way to the top, because sometimes when you wind it to the top, it's hard to control the force. You may break the movement. So generally, we suggest winding it to 80% or 90% is enough. The back of the watch adopts a transparent bottom design. Through the sapphire glass on the back, you can see the external structure of the movement. The structure of this movement, you can compare it with the original picture. To make a comparison, there is not much difference. The model of the movement is the 2260. The buckle is just a classic press-type folding clasp from the Vacheron Constantin series, and folding clasp press the 2 cylinders on both sides, and the buckle can be opened.